Hi kids, Annie here. Today we're going to the United States, specifically Springfield, Illinois, for an epic win. Enjoy! When I was little, we had goldfish. I had one and my brother Steve had one. And every morning we would feed them. However, I started noticing that Steve's fish not only was chasing my fish around the tank, but had started eating the tail. And over the course of a couple weeks, my fish didn't have hardly any tail left. We called him Stumpy. Now one morning, a Sunday morning, we were late for church, and my dad absolutely hates being late for church. So he was trying to hurry us out the door. But on the way to the car, we passed the fish tank. And our fish were floating, belly up, bloated, dead. And of course, Steve and I just start screaming and crying, "Our fish are dead! Our fish are dead!" And this only annoys my father because he's got to get to church on time. So my mother's trying to be helpful, and she's like, "Come on, kids, it'll be okay, it'll be okay. I'll tell you what, at church, you can say a little prayer, and maybe your fish will come back from the dead." And so we get in the car, and we get to church, and Steve and I immediately kneel down, and we clasp hands, and we say this little prayer, oh God, please make our fish alive. Please make our fish alive." Now, what Stephen and I didn't know was that my mom and dad had hatched a plan. Dad was going to sneak away during church, go buy 2 goldfish, throw away the other ones, and replace the goldfish in the tank. Like instant miracle, right? However, my dad forgot. So, as soon as church was over, we're pulling up the driveway, and before we even get in the garage, Steve and I have jumped out of the car and are heading into the house to see if God had really answered our prayer. And when we got inside, there were the fish, perfectly alive, swimming around. It was crazy. My fish still didn't have a tail, but at least it was swimming in circles. And we started dancing around and screaming, and my parents came in, and I found out later that my mom was like, "Jim, did you change the fish?" And my dad was like, "No, it must have been a real miracle." And those fish lived about another 2 weeks. And then they went belly up, and this time they didn't come back. But that is the first miracle I remember as a kid, the miracle of the 2 fishes. So, were you amazed? Well, it's all true. I realize you can't leave a comment for me, but Mommy and Daddies can go over to my other channel, Annie Here, to hear longer stories. If you give me a thumbs up, I'd really appreciate it, and don't forget to subscribe. Have a great day!